Yo, what is up? What is good, everybody? Welcome back to some Cougs Dynasty. And, yeah, I don't have a webcam today because, well, frankly, it's just, if you watch the last couple videos, it just hasn't worked. I don't know why, but it'll cut out after about 5 minutes. So, no webcam, but we have got a very, very special game day this week. We are at home against the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors. That's really not the story. Yes, we're 3-3. It doesn't really matter. But what does matter is we have our top two prospects in town. In Josh Joseph, the 5-star running back out of Oregon, and LaMarcus Floyd, the 4-star edge rusher out of Camas, Washington. UW and Oregon, actually, for Josh Joseph, both have visits with him as well and are both ahead of us right now in recruiting, so we need to find a way to bring these two in. I did the hours before I started this recording, so we will end up just hopping straight into this, but a massive, massive week to try and bring in two guys that we have been competing with, well, past rivals in UW and Oregon for, and we just really need to bring them in. Our pass rush, obviously, if you've been watching, has been just horrible. And LaMarcus Floyd brings some serious power with his abilities and attributes. We could really use him. And then, as I've said previously, we could just totally revamp how we run our offense. We could go to a more, say, power zone running scheme with Josh Joseph if he were to come here. He's got some great abilities. I mean, arm bar, balanced. His break tackle is unbelievable at 89, 88 trucking, or 89 break tackle, 88. 88 trucking, 88 break tackle, 89 speed, 89 stiff arm. Like, the dude is a monster, and he's 6'2", almost 240 pounds. Are you kidding me? We need to bring this guy in ASAP. We've done everything that we really can outside of, send the house, soft sell, those types of things, which we might have to do soon anyways. But we need to get a win with him and Floyd in town. These are our top two prospects we have looked at throughout this entire recruiting cycle. And hopefully with a big-time win against Hawaii, maybe that influences them. I mean, Oregon is being where Josh Joseph comes from, is going to be hard to take him away from Oregon or UW. Outside of that, we're kind of just in the mix for a lot of other guys. Would like to bring in Alufoi. Is that Alufoi? I think that's how you say that. Maybe we'll get him on a visit soon as well. Outside of that, though, Diego Castone, we're pretty far ahead. Mike Sampson, same thing. It would be really nice to bring some of these guys in that can be depth pieces for their first year or two in the program and then turn into some really valuable starters. Braden Brown, 2-star. Maybe he comes to us just because, he actually will get playing time, unlike at schools like UCLA, Florida, Northwestern, Virginia Tech. I don't know. We're at the top, though. We kind of just offered a bunch of scholarships to some of these other guys, and we'll see kind of where we land next week after this game. But that is all for recruiting. I wish we had coach points to use, but we do not. And let's get right into this thing. Hawaii in to the Palouse. Let's go get a big-time dub. This could be the biggest game of the season, not for our bowl chances, but for what lies ahead in the future of this program. Cougs come out, chose the all-red uniforms for a Pac-2 after dark game. 3-3 Washington State, 3-3 Hawaii. Should be a pretty even matchup, but I'm not looking for even. I'm looking for a blowout. Little bit of salt still in our mouths from getting absolutely beat up last week by Fresno State in California. I want revenge. This team wants revenge. But we also want to bring in two 4-star plus players into the program. Braden Shager Starting QB for the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors. We're going to look to get after him early and often. As he motions the running back across the backfield, no one's really open. Bumped. No, pick that. It was bobbled in the air. Phenomenal coverage on the back end to open things up. Shager had nowhere to go, really forced that one in on the outside. That one's caught at the sticks, 3rd and inches. Good tackle by Adrian Wilson. And that's going to be a false start on the left guard. Back him up 5 yards. Come on, let's get this crowd into it. This crowd should be a lot more hyped than that. You get someone to false start, that's what you're there to do. As we read the drag route broken up. I believe that was Kyle Thornton on the hit. And we will get the ball. 3 and out for Hawaii. Falick will kick it away in a poor kick to the 45-ish. The 43 is what they call it. But we will get this started with a run. Schlenbaker up the middle for 7. I think we'll go back to it, do a little bit of an outside zone running play. Schlenbaker cuts it up, gets 2. Very manageable 3rd down. Gonna try and play the clock game. Give. Schlenbaker powers his way for a 1st down. He's already got 3 carries for 13 yards. Empty set. Mateer, 1st time throwing, is to Carlos Hernandez over the middle of the field. Injury timeout, though, for Jalen Smith. So Hawaii already down a guy in their secondary. I don't know how deep they were to begin with, but that was dangerous. I did not even see that linebacker, and I really could have just taken off. Got a little bit bailed out because Shackelford got his hands in there. And we'll go back to Shackelford here, who gets 6. 3rd and 4. We don't need much for a 1st down. We're going to keep Schlenbaker in the backfield in case they do send an extra guy. They do show blitz. They back out of it. We go underneath. Shackelford with the catch. Shackelford inside the 10. This is a little more like it. Fresno State, we kind of got away from our identity. Schlenbaker up the middle. Schlenbaker's got a seam. Schlenbaker touchdown. What a phenomenal opening drive on defense and offense. We're trying to prove something here to LaMarcus Floyd and Josh Joseph. Janikowski kick is good. We could not have started this really any better. Now let's go play some solid defense again. Thornton manning the middle. The man who made the final tackle in the Apple Cup. That was a good run against a dime look. Wyatt, a perfect play call for our defense. Thornton fills the gap this time, but they break the tackle. Sims with a 1st down run. So they're going after our light boxes. So we'll play a little bit of a heavier box with Buda Alukta. And Shager hit as he was throwing. I think he was just trying to get rid of it. I believe that was Andrew Edson who got in there. 2nd and 10 for Hawaii. Over the middle. Hit as he caught it. Tyson Durant with the hit. But the receiver holds on. What a catch. Shager making audibles at the line. They audible to a run, and it was a good decision to do so. Landon Sims, 3 carries and 20 yards. Continuing to go after our light boxes. We'll pinch the D-line in. Oh, direct running back snap. Did he get it? He did. I honestly thought he did, but I didn't know. Oh, that's a run play. We sent a run blitz too, but we couldn't hit home. Why RPO that time? Shager ran it beautifully. Do they go back to the run? They do. This time we are all over Kyle Thornton. They go pass. Underneath! Picked off! Jackson Lyatama. I don't know how you say his name. Latai Mua? I don't know. But what a play, playing the underneath coverage. And now we've got to try to go 98 yards. Didn't set us up very well, but we did make the defensive stop. Schlennbaker gets 2. And that will probably be the final play of the first quarter. A 7-0 lead. I thought we were going to give up points there. But Latamua, or however you say the name, I'm sorry if I'm butchering that, made a phenomenal play in coverage. 2nd and 8. We're going to go back to the run. We pulled basically every blocker from the left side, still to no avail. So 3rd and 8 from our own 5-yard line. It was going to be hard to get out of this situation in the first place. But we find Billy Revere, who gets upfield for a first down. Great effort to get to the sticks from Billy Revere. Deep out route, couldn't find Hudson. That's really our first miss of the game so far. Oh, deep shot. Kyle Williams, the senior, couldn't hold it in. Just off of his hands, and now we've got a 3rd and long again. Not ideal. Mateer sitting in the pocket. Mateer finding Williams. Kyle Williams. Big time first down across midfield. The patience from John Mateer as they stack the box to the right. We're going to go to a zone. It looks like they back off. But we're still going to stick with our play. Schlennbaker gets 5. Hernandez in the slot. To the left is going to end up getting the ball here on the little mesh concept for another Cougar first down. We're going to play action here. Hudson across the formation. Kyle Williams on the comeback. Kyle Williams. Finesse and all in the route. Another play action. Mateer scanning. Mateer finding Hudson. Chris Hudson to the 1. We're going to go power. They line up to match it. Pulalasi too easy. 13-0. 2 really good drives, and that one a 98-yarder. 98 off of the interception by Jackson L is what we're going to call him. I will figure out that name, I promise. Haber kicks it away. 4.5 left in the first half. And we start the ball in the second half, so another big drive here for Hawaii. Shager knows there's got to be some level of urgency here. Thornton was there, but what a catch, what a throw. Just quick slants. And now they've got a 2nd and 1. Could be a shot. It is play action. I moved up. I bid on the play action. Got Kyle Thornton out of place. Gushikin makes the tackle. Shager makes a little bit of an audible at the line. Underneath, Thornton makes a hit, but not after a gain of 7. We're going cover 0 here. And it was a perfect call. Fumble! Cougs ball! I don't know who popped it out, but we have the ball. It was Andrew Edson, the senior, making a phenomenal play. And now we've got the ball at midfield. Mateer snaps it. Steps up in the pocket. We're just going to take off. We had Kyle Williams. We're going to trust our QB just to pick up yards. Under 3 minutes to go now in the first half. Angle route. Schlennbaker makes a tough grab through contact. This is the most comfortable John Mateer has looked behind this line really all season. Tries to get that one out. I was waiting for Schlennbaker to get open and come off of that block, but he just never did. 2nd and 10, possibly the last play before the 2-minute warning. over the middle. It's Cooper Mathers. Tight end is going to get a first down, and that will be 2-minute warning. We're going to bring Hudson in a little bit here. Give him a little bit more space, or we're just going to actually, if he's going to come all the way across the formation, we're going to put him on just a simple in route and cross over with Revere. They were in zone coverage. Hudson gets the ball. Chris Hudson shifty, pulling defenders for a 10-yard gain. Just over a minute left. Mateer on the keep. Mateer trying to get the corner. Gets the first down regardless. Couldn't find the pylon though. And you know what? We're going to prove to Josh Joseph, if you want to be a power rusher here at WSU, you can be. Behind this O-line, Palouse, second touchdown of the game. Third rushing touchdown. That is up and good. 21 zip. Cougs on top. After a huge forced fumble. And prior to that, we had a huge stop at the 2-yard line with an interception. So Hawaii just got to be kicking themselves, because this game could even be tied right now. That one broken up. That was Jamori Colson. We know they have to throw. They want to score points before the end of the half. 35 seconds. Both teams, all 3 timeouts. Thornton makes a tackle. We will call a timeout and see if we can't get some good field position before half. This game could not have started any better in this first half, as Hudson will come up, receive the punt. Chris Hudson's got a lane! Chris Hudson! No one will touch him! Are you kidding me? First punt return of the season comes in maybe the biggest game of the season. Unbelievable. That was, I haven't had a punt return in this game in forever. What a kick, by the way. Now, we will line up in quarters coverage and just play a deep zone. Hawaii with 19 seconds left. Looks like they're just going to take it to the half. They actually called a timeout here, interestingly enough. We're still going to play over the top, not give them anything easy. That could wind up in a big-time play, as that could have been a fumble. Gusta got there again, the man who recovered the fumble. Our edge rushers finally getting home, maybe? Comes up, makes a tackle. They do get a first down. We don't need it. They can take all the underneath stuff that they want. They do still have 2 timeouts. As Colston was looking for the pass breakup, they do have a shot at the end zone here with 2 seconds left. We'll actually go into cover, man coverage here. Deep shot, obviously to the back of the end zone. Incomplete. I don't even think a receiver could have held on to that in bounds. It looked pretty close to the out of bounds mark, but 28-0. Cougars are dominating here in Pullman. This is what we need to get our season back on track, and more importantly, to try and bring in some highly touted recruits. And we will start with the ball. Falik, whatever his name is, kicks it off to Brandon Hills. Hills, he had a crease. This Hawaii special team, not doing their job very well. We got up to the 30, basically. They look like they're ready for a run commit. Probably should have audibled there. So a long 12 yards to try and get a first down. Hawaii sends the blitz. We're going to go just out of reach for Carlos Hernandez. And that's like our first big miss of the game with John Mateer. I mean, we're up 28-0, so it's fine, but would love to have just poured it on, as Hawaii will get it from the 41 now. And I imagine we're going to get a lot more passing from the Hawaii offense now as well, down 4 possessions. as they go run to counter exactly what I just said. If they want to run the ball and waste this clock, though, be my guest. Uh-oh, deep shot. Outside. I don't know why. Why did I press? These corners are not good in press coverage. Really, our only good press corner is Cap Gushikin. I don't know why I brought them up. I was trying to bring Tyson Durant back down. I should have just left it. That was on me. And we have just made a substitution. Wayshawn Parker, true freshman, into the game, gets the carry, and he will get 5. If you have watched in real life, Wayshawn Parker has been phenomenal for the Cougs so far this year as Schellenbaker back into the game on second down and rolls on top of bodies for a first down. Parker gets the carry again. We're just trying to show, hey, we're going to play our freshman running back. Josh Joseph, come along and be a nice little pairing with him. Why don't you? Oh, running wide open. That's going to be picked. We never even saw Cooper Mathers until it was too late. We tried to get the ball out to him, but we were getting hit as we released it. We cannot go down this hill again. We cannot Coug it. That one's held onto. No. We cannot do this right now. Shager in a little bit of a rhythm with this Hawaii offense. As a little outside zone play to Sims gets a first down, and it really shouldn't have. We're going to send our blitz. At the run play as well. Great call on defense. 3rd and 4. I think we go blitz again. They're an empty set. Maybe we'll drop back into cover 1. Two pivots. And we're going to make a tackle. The throw brought him backwards. And Hawaii's going to end up kicking a field goal. Please do not get a fuck. Dude, if we get a roughing the kicker, I'm going to be pissed. Okay, that's fine. All right, we got to control this game now a little bit. All right, we need to get back into a rhythm with Mateer. They're showing blitz. And they come with it, but we go over the top to Carlos Hernandez. Schellenbaker in the slot. I don't understand, but he is. Mateer's going to use his legs. Mateer's going to get a block from Schellenbaker, and that makes it a much more manageable 3rd down. 3rd and 1. Parker back into the game. And Parker got the first down, but it was some tough yards. One-on-one with Williams on the outside. Too high safety look. What's post-snap, though? Mateer getting sacked. We did have one-on-ones, but they just weren't open. And that'll be the end of the 3rd quarter. We got a 2nd and 17 we're looking at as we open up the 4th quarter. 28-10 here. A little bit of an egg in the 3rd quarter. NC State is number 2 in the country right now. I mean, I know it's a good program, but wow. Hernandez with a big catch, gain of 11, 3rd and 6. Over the middle, it's picked again. The safety came down on it. Hernandez couldn't even get his hands in there. Peter Manuma, 2 interceptions today. Unreal. Am I trying to throw this game right now? Like, what am I doing? You wonder why we got blown out by fucking Fresno last week. As the edge rushers get there, Roth and Elder and Edson, actually. We played quarters coverage. It looked like he was going to have someone open, but he just didn't have the time. Wide receiver screen. Nowhere to go. 3rd and 15 now. We should be playing the stick, so I'm going to back off. Deep out route to the tight end makes it 4th and 5. And yup, they're going to go for it. Man to man across the board. And it's going to be a pick. Jamori Colson, it was underthrown. Colson's got room. Colson breaking tackles to the 33. And that could be the game. We've made our fair share of mistakes. Hawaii couldn't have any more after the 2 they've already had. And they make a 3rd with another pick. We get bailed out by our defense. 5 minutes to go now. Underneath, Hudson. Hudson's got a lane. I don't know how Hudson got through all that traffic, but he does, and he's inside the 10. 1st and goal, Cougs. Hernandez stops, and he gets to the 1. I said it early on. Power running. Mateer's going to get up under his guys. Quarterback sneak, and he's in. Cougs' 5th touchdown of the game, 4th rushing touchdown. You do not hear that very often when you think of the Washington State Cougars and what they have ran the last decade and a half. A dominant performance up front from our O-line continues with the 4th rushing touchdown of the game. As now we will kick it back to Hawaii, who's now down 25 points with just under 4 minutes to go. I feel pretty good about how this game has gone. And that one caught and ran for a 1st down. Making adjustments at the line. That one over the top, and it's picked. Gushikin, the senior, and he's taking it back. Across midfield to the 44, and that will do it. If the game wasn't iced already, 3rd pick of the game definitely is. Wayshawn Parker up the middle. The freshman, Wayshawn Parker. 44-yard touchdown scamper. We've seen it in real life. The explosiveness from Wayshawn Parker, and now it's on display here. 44 yards, and his 1st touchdown of this dynasty. That is unbelievable. Just a little power gap play. Brought the right guard over, and oh my God, what a hit. 2-minute warning here in the Palouse. Shager, quick out and out of bounds for a 1st down. We have 5 rushing touchdowns on the day. Well, on the night, I should say. Unbelievable production from our offensive line. Our running backs, John Mateer, has a rushing touchdown. I mean, seriously, it is... What a show, is what I'm going to say, actually. Hopefully Josh Joseph is a little bit more enticed now to come over to the Palouse to start his collegiate career. 1:41 left here. Shager just playing the underneath game, getting some garbage time yards, little stat padding. And they actually picked that up very well. They kept the running back in the backfield for an extra blocker. Sack! Fumble! Dude, Troy Elder has been living in the backfield along with Andrew Edson tonight. An unbelievable showing. Screen. Oh, we couldn't get the tackle. They get out of bounds with 54 seconds left. 3rd and 15 now. Jaws has been cued for hopefully the final time tonight. Over the middle. Never saw the safety. Tyson Durant, the freshman, I believe. And he's got room to run. Tyson Durant tackled by Shager at the 29. And that will do it. I don't know why our coach is suggesting a run, but I guess we'll run it one more time. Behind this phenomenal offensive line. Josh Joseph. We will let John Mateer kneel it out in a dominating fashion. I believe 5 turnovers, 5 rushing touchdowns. That could not have gone any better. The 21-point second quarter is what set it apart. Huge, huge win. I mean, look, 2 rushing attempts, 3 yards, 2 touchdowns for Palouse. He was in there twice for a power run, and he did his job, along with the offensive line. McBride got us once over the top. That was a defensive mistake on my part. Chris Hudson with a huge punt return. Unbelievable stuff from the Cougs. Could not have gone better. As the hopeful advance week, please do not commit to UW, Floyd, or Joseph. I will cry if we just did that for basically nothing. Josh Joseph has reached his top 3 schools, and we actually come out second. Cortez Looney commits. Oh my God, you've got to be kidding me. We lose 3-2 to UW. We've got to go all in on Josh Joseph. Absolutely all in. Dude, and it looks like they're going to get Viliami Alofohai as well. I think we got to try and bring in Diego Castone as well, a slot corner. Braden Brown's 6'7", 305. We could work with that. We should actually try and bring him in too, the right tackle. Wait, our interest is at the top. Is that a verbal commit? Our interest is there. Are we still technically in it? Chris Hudson with Pac-12 Offensive Player of the Week, obviously with his big return. As we've got San Diego State coming up next week. We're going to put our coaching skills into recruiting running backs and edge rushers, I think. Or maybe we'll just try and give a little boost to try and bring in Josh Joseph. Oh my God, dude, that's so painful. When was the last time in a game, like an actual D1 school, not an FCS school that we played early on, where we got, what, like 3 sacks, a couple holds? Like, oh my goodness. That is so brutal that just happened. Can you go back on a verbal commit in this game? Is that a thing? Because that hurts. We are going to put Josh Joseph to our top. Can we hard sell? Nope, because we don't have the available hours. Shit. So it's just all on him. He's had the visit with us. Oh my gosh. I love that we're still the highest for Emeka Whipple. By the way, like, by far as well. Let's work on Diego Castone, though. We're going to try and sway him here. And we're going to go with proximity to home, campus lifestyle, and academic prestige as our strategy to try and bring him in. 3-star corner out of Texas. Would love to bring him in. Looks like it wouldn't take that much more to get Mike Sampson in here, as he might commit to us next week. Oh, dude, that sucks. I did say I wanted to try and do a little more with Braden Brown here. We'll search his social media. Looks like a little bit of a project, but someone that we could definitely work with. Juan Pinto, we are 8th. I'm not going to worry too much about that. Greg Mondeau, we have lost out on as well. He went to his top 8 schools. Y'all got to let me know, can players in this go back? Because it looked like our bar was also filled up completely on the post-game, like, recruiting screen. So please let me know, because I will hold out hope if that is the case. Outside of that, I think we'll leave the rest of the recruiting hours for next episode. Man, that hurts. That really does. We lost Cortez Looney as well, who looked like a very solid cornerback to Boise State. Lost Walter Rourke, left guard to UW. I just hate UW. Hate everything about him. We do need to try and probably bring in Mitch Leon, but we don't have the hours to do it. James McWilliams is not someone we want to go after. The thing is, we still do have time, and we do have the transfer portal to bring in other guys with tremendous talent, but it hurts to not hit on a guy like LaMarcus Floyd, who did look so good, and that we were actually his number one for a while. And maybe that was just a bad recruiting, like, I guess, mistake by me. I don't know. You guys will have to let me know in the comment section below. I was going to actually finish up the recruiting, but I am actually going to leave it for the next video, as we've got to go to San Diego State and take on the Aztecs. And I will see you guys there. Thank you guys so much for watching. Again, let me know any other recruiting tendencies or nuances that I can use to try and bring in some of these guys. I know it's hard to bring in a 4-star or 5-star anyway to a town like Pullman and a program that has lost a lot with the Pac-12 basically just disintegrating until recently, where we added 4 new teams, which was awesome. But again, thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate y'all so much. Take it easy and peace.